Nate Ackley here with another Motivation Monday. Unfortunately, this one today is not going to be short and sweet. So hopefully you've got a few minutes because I have some things I want to discuss. First of all, I had a memory that popped in my head not too long ago of me as a 7-year-old child waking up on Christmas morning to a brand new bicycle underneath the Christmas tree. I remember how excited I was at this rite of passage. Being the oldest of 3 boys, I was the first one to get a bike and just had visions of freedom and liberty and all those things that come with being able to learn how to ride a bike. I remember taking that bike home and for weeks practicing with my mother and my father in the driveway between the 2 houses, my neighbor's house. I remember crashing into his truck. I remember crashing into the hedge. I remember crashing into the locust tree. I remember riding downhill, not being able to stop and sliding and skinning my knee and scraping my elbow, crying, but getting back on the bike and eventually learning how. I fast forward 30 years, I was able to teach my son and my daughter how to ride a bike. I remember my son had the same issues, riding down the hill. Please, Dad, don't let go. Don't let me crash. Don't let me hurt myself. And learning all those things and the confidence that goes with passing on that knowledge to your children. Well, I was reading an interesting statistic the other day, and in that statistic, in 2008, 27.7% of kids knew how to ride a bicycle. Just a few years later, in 2018, about less than 17% of children know how to ride a bicycle. If you go back to the 1970s and 80s, it was like 50 to 60% of children knew how to ride a bicycle. Yes, the times are changing, but the truth remains that your parents teach you how to ride a bicycle, and once you've learned how to ride a bicycle, you pass that on to your kids, and eventually everybody learns how to ride a bicycle. But if parents stop riding bicycles and they stop teaching their kids how to ride bicycles, eventually bicycles go away. Today, fitness is the same. It's the same thing. If we are not teaching our children how to take care of our bodies, if we are not doing the things necessary to show that example, to build that confidence, to show them that it can be done, that this is how life can be if we take care of ourselves, then we create an epidemic of people who don't know how to do anything. Fitness, they don't know how to ride a bike. It becomes basically a snowball rolling downhill that crushes everything in its path. I'm not trying to make you feel bad, but the fact of the matter is just look around. Go to the grocery store and look at somebody, and then look at their children. Aren't they, or are they not, almost exactly the same as their parents? Yes, genetically, that does come into effect. But the fact of the matter is if your mom and dad aren't teaching you how to be healthy, and you're not teaching your kids how to be healthy, then how do we all end up ever finding health in our lives? So my motivation to you this week is look at your kids. Look at what you can do to show them healthy examples, to teach them how to be fit, to teach them self-confidence, to teach them all those things necessary in order to ride their bike, and also all those things necessary in order to feel fulfilled in their life, physically, emotionally, all those things. Don't rely on anybody else, because it's your responsibility, it's the parents' responsibility to teach their children how to do these things, these simple things. This is Nate with another Motivation Monday. I know it was a long one. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully you gathered something from it. We'll see you tomorrow at Results Fitness RX. Thanks.